You know, I was kind of on the fence with these. I didn't know if I was really going to be into this box set or not, but I've just kind of fallen in love with the retro collection. I think it's really cool. This is a creative thing that they're doing. So I hope to do more of these. Keep going, Hasbro. Hey guys, it's David from Red Wagon Dioramas, and today I have the new retro collection box set from Phantom Menace. I'm very excited. We're going to pop this thing open, take a look at the card backs, and then I'm going to open up the figures and show you a close look at the figures too. I found this at one of the local Targets in Boston today. It was the only one on the shelf and I bought it. I was very excited to find it. Retail price for this item at Target right now is, I think it's $59.99. So 10 bucks a figure, which is good. I'm glad to see the price drop a little bit on these retro figures. Also, I am hearing that these are street dated for some folks for March 31st. For some reason, they didn't flag that for me when I checked out. I did try to buy the 2-pack of Black Series Clone Troopers, the 501st 2-pack. They had 2 of those on the shelf, but those were street dated and they would not sell those to me. And before I start, guys, if you just hit the like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And if you're new, please subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So the card backs are oriented to the top of the figure is with where the logo is for Phantom Menace and all the legal gibberish. All right, let's pull out some card backs. What do we got first? Aha. Qui-Gon Jinn, check him out. Then we've got Obi-Wan, look at that. Next we've got Darth Maul. Very cool. And the battle droid. Jar Jar Binks himself. And last but not least, we have Queen Amidala. There she is. All right, guys, I'm starting with Darth Maul here. Here's a look at the card back. Real nice image from Phantom Menace there from the Duel of the Fates fight. It is unpunched. You can see the card now has the border. Still has that distressed white speckled look, but they don't have as much white around the edge as they've done in previous releases. This one actually still has the white around the back of the card back. That's interesting. The early retro collection figures had a lot of white right along the edge. For example, here's one of the Yodas from The Empire Strikes Back, and you can see you had white lines kind of all the way around the card back. So they've gotten rid of some of that white, which is nice. There is some curvature to the card backs straight out of the package. Look at this. This is interesting. There's no warning label on the top of Maul's card back. I had to pause a minute, guys, and look at my other retro collection figures because some of them do have the warning label, Mon Mothma here, and some of them don't, like Yak Face. But look at this. C-3PO, no warning label. R2, no warning label. Interesting. Ahsoka figures have it. Who knows why Hasbro does what they do, huh? Kind of strange. Card back on this Maul feels about the same as the last box set from Return of the Jedi, Yak Face. Yeah, no anniversary logo here either, just the Kenner sticker and the 4+. Which honestly, I like that. I like less clutter on the front of the card. I've always said the retro stickers don't bother me, but the more I get into this line, the more I want to see the artwork, the more I want to be able to peel these off. There's a little bit of a mark here from the bubble, from them being packaged on top of each other like this, you know. Let's see if we got any more of that. Jar Jar looks pretty good. Yeah, again, Jar Jar has the warning label. Maul does not. Strange. There's Kenobi. It's cool seeing him so young. There's the card back. We've got Qui-Gon here. Soft goods robe. That should be a nice figure to open up. Queen Amidala. And last but not least, the battle droid. Nice red backdrop for him. All right, let's get these guys open. Very cool. Oh, you know what? Look, no little paper inserts either. That's awesome. All right, let's take a closer look at these guys. We'll start here on the left. We've got Darth Maul. He's got the typical 5 POA articulation here. Joints are nice and stiff. The plastic feels nice and heavy. As far as paint, he's got just a matte black over his robes, even his head, same color. But he's got more of a glossy black on the belt, the gloves, and the boots. And the red on the head looks good. The eyes are kind of a mixture of red with a little bit of yellow in there. As far as his lightsaber is a single piece. It does not come apart. It's got a series of 4 kind of indents below each hilt, kind of like the classic Kenner lightsabers. As far as length, the lightsaber is actually taller than Maul himself. Now, his right hand has more of a sideways grip to it. I actually kind of like it in that hand better. The left hand is more of a straightforward shot, but it depends how you want to pose them, I suppose. But you get a little bit of variation depending on which hand you put the saber in. All right, let's look at Kenobi here. It's nice. He's got the Jedi braid there. It is sculpted and painted right onto the tunic, onto the torso. So when you turn his head, it doesn't move. But that's probably how Kenner would have done it. You wouldn't want a little piece like that fragile that would break off. Again, more of a glossy brown on the boots and the belt. Face is nice, just simple. Black eyes, got the eyebrows. Some details on the belt here. The saber is just slightly lighter in color than the blue saber that came with the Kenobi from the Kenobi show. We got Qui-Gon Jinn here, Master Qui-Gon. With a nice soft goods robe. Wow, this is a really good robe. This is very much like the Jedi Luke robe from Return of the Jedi that Kenner did. Similar weight to the fabric. It's actually pretty heavy. The hood has a nice shape to it, so it actually stays up. It's sewn here, so you don't have much adjustment with the hood. I suppose you could probably fold it on itself to get it to lay down, but it might actually be nice to keep it up like that. Compared to the robe that came with the Kenobi figure. Look at the difference there. That robe's huge. Qui-Gon is a little bit, it's tailored down a bit. So there's definitely improvement on the robe with Qui-Gon compared to this one from the Kenobi show. And just for comparison, here's a vintage Kenner Luke, and it is the same kind of fabric that Kenner used. Qui-Gon's robe is just a little bit darker color. All right, Battle Droid. What has he got? He's got a rotation there on the head. Arms go all the way around. Holds his blaster nice. Let's see if he can hold it in the other hand. You didn't really have left-handed battle droids, did you? But yeah, he can hold it in his left hand just as well, so that's nice. All in one single color. The only speck of paint on him is the black on his eyes. No silver bits or anything. Does have foot pegs there. Pretty rigid though, pretty solid. Stands up fine. All right, Jar Jar here. Nice coloration on this guy. It's kind of muted, kind of subdued. The pink color of his skin there. I like it. It feels more retro-like with the yellow and the pinks. Just the brown suit. So he's got a little bit more paint on him than the other figures. Just black on the eyes. The ears are painted on the inside there. They're kind of rubbery pieces there glued in. Head rotates at the neck. Arms go up. There's the feet. Same blaster as the battle droid, right? Yep, same exact piece. Surprised they didn't give him like his boomstick or something. All right, and then last but not least is Queen Amidala here in her beautiful red regal gown. Looks really good. This gold piece here is a separate rubbery overlay piece that's just on her before the head went on. Same with the hair piece here. This is a attached, glued in rubbery piece. So you get good head turn there. You get good movement actually with the whole figure. Even the legs. That's my favorite part here. You got the robe sculpted in there on the inside. So you can get her sitting down, right? She can go for a ride somewhere. All right, there we go. Looks really good. You know, what can I say? Really good pack. Really recommend you guys pick this up if you're a fan of retro collection. I think they did a great job picking these 6 characters. This really represents the movie well. I mean, there's other characters too, but yeah, you've got the main ones here. So keep going, Hasbro. I really like these figures. And give us some new sculpts of characters that Kenner never did. That'd be awesome. Give us some more aliens, some more creatures, that sort of thing. I also wanted to point out that it's really nice that there's no more paper insert inside the bubbles. I know some of the figures have them and some of them don't. I don't really understand why that is. But in this box set, the legalese was all in one little pamphlet and it fell out of the box. So yeah, putting that separate in the box instead of inside each bubble of each figure, great design decision. Looks a lot better. Kudos to Hasbro for getting rid of the paper insert inside the bubble, for getting rid of the warning label on some of these card backs so the cards are a lot more clean. I don't know why it isn't on everyone. That's confusing, but I like the direction this is going with the design of the cards, and I would just really love to see something better on the back of these cards, you know, cross-sell or something interesting. All right, guys, that'll wrap it up. Please hit the like button for me if you enjoyed the video. If you're new, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out. And here's a few other videos you can watch on my channel. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.